Hi everyone, welcome to one of my videos once again. This one is a little bit different because it is actually not referring to any specific locomotive as such, but to a conversation I had with some friends of mine just over the last few days about what we thought were the best locomotives of the 1960s, the Triang era, and I've come up with some photos of my own locos, which are shown as we are talking. And these are, of course, quite a number of the locomotives that were produced in that time, but by far not the absolute total of what Triang made, because they made a lot of things in those days. Including non-train items. And so I thought, well, I'll try and work out what my top 5 would be. And so I'm going to go over that just shortly, but I'm just showing you some of the photos of my own locomotives, which over time have come and gone out of my collection, but definitely were from the 1960s, either earlier on or later on in the piece. And some of them are absolutely lovely locomotives, beautifully detailed, obviously made very well, have lasted 60 odd years, and so on. So the very first on my list is coming up shortly. I'm starting in reverse order, so it'll be the fifth item on my list of 5 that comes up first, and that is going to be coming up very shortly. But in the meantime, if you look at these photos, you'll just see what quality there was back in those days when you consider it was 1960s, not that far from the end of Second World War. A lot of developments were taking place, and some of them quite quickly, so this is very encouraging. So my first item is number 5 on the list, and that is the Triang electrical multiple unit. I've got a little video clip from one of my longer videos, and you'll see that running on the track in my garden railway. And that, I believe, is a very highly detailed locomotive, excellent power unit, and it even has a lit head code at the front. So I consider this to be one of the great locomotives of that era. And this one, which is my own one, still runs great. Number 4 on my list is the Britannia Loco, which was very, very well detailed for the time and ran beautifully. And as you know from my video, if you've watched it, my own one from 50 odd years ago still runs really well. So that's number 4 on my list. Number 3 is the Triang Electra Loco, which of course had complicated pantographs. It had quite a lot of body detailing, and just took quite a bit of effort from Triang to obviously get right and to market appropriately. Here it is running on my old attic railway, and always running just perfectly. The blue Pullman set, the first one from about 1965, is one of my all-time favourites, and I think it's very high up on the list of many people's. A lovely, very detailed set, again with an excellent power unit, and if you add those centre coaches in, it looks very realistic and runs beautifully. However, number 1 on my list is the Triang Rocket locomotive, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree with me that that was a masterpiece of design. That Triang went way over what you would think was necessary for a children's toy, essentially. But this one was particularly well detailed, had a very small motor that fitted into the space. Some of them were even fitted with a little smoke unit in that chimney. And the detailing on the coaches as well, because they often came as a set, was very impressive. The little thing ran beautifully, and as you've seen from one of my videos, it continues to run extremely well, and in fact was quite tolerant of my garden railway, which was in direct contrast to the later Hornby version, which I'm sure some of you will have seen that video as well, in which the Hornby offering was obviously somewhat on the flimsy side, and in fact derailed and fell to the ground. Now, my last entry, and I realise this is the 6th entry, is an honourable mention to the Triang Baltic tank loco, which I do really like. Being a resident of New Zealand for the last 50 odd years, these were, or something similar was certainly present in the New Zealand locomotive stock, and I think these were built all around the world in the various Triang factories as well, so there's quite a few of them were made. Not all of them survived that well. The headlamp and the tail lamp often broke off. The tank side transfers often wore off as well. But the mechanism, of course, continued. And to this day, my loco, I have several of them, running really well. So that's my summary of my thinking. And what I'm wondering is, of course, whether, in fact, you may have some thoughts on this yourself as an enthusiast. And if so, please leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll collate what people think are the 5 best by majority. And we'll see if it matches up to mine or whether you have some different ideas. And I think on that happy note, I will say farewell to you for now, and just thank everyone once again for liking the videos, for subscribing to the channel, and thank you very much, because a lot of people are subscribing to the channel who haven't previously subscribed. So I'm very grateful indeed to those people, and of course please leave comments as you see fit. Thanks very much everyone, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye for now.